Hi everyone, welcome to Poonam's Kitchen. Today's video is an experiment of my series. It's all about bananas. Today I'm going to perform an experiment on how to ripen a banana faster. Here I have a bunch of unripe bananas. Now for the experiment, I'll take one banana that I label as A, and this sits on the kitchen shelf just by itself, not with any other fruit. Two bananas. I label both of these as B, and the bananas B go in the brown bag. I want to check how two bananas do in a brown bag. Banana labeled C is single and goes just by itself in the brown bag C. Bananas labeled D will also sit on the kitchen shelf just by themselves, but away from any other fruit. I'm going to keep banana A and D away from each other. Now, single banana E goes in a brown bag labeled E along with a ripe apple. They say bananas tend to ripen faster when they are kept with an apple. Now, two bananas labeled X will go in a brown bag labeled X along with a ripe apple. So two bananas plus an apple. I'm trying out different combinations. Let's see what works best. And banana labeled Y will sit on the kitchen shelf along with a ripe apple. I'm counting today as day 0. I'll see how the bananas are doing after 24 hours. That would be completion of day 1. In the first 2 days, I didn't see any significant change in the condition of the bananas. The condition really changed starting from the 3rd day. Today is day 3, and let's see how the bananas have ripened. Here's banana A, the single banana. And here's banana C that was in the brown bag C. If we compare these two, it is very apparent that the banana C that was in the brown bag has ripened more than banana A. Even with touch, I can feel this has ripened more. Now let's see the banana bag versus with the apple. So banana C and this one Y. The one in the brown bag is again more ripe. So keeping it with the apple didn't make much of a difference. Even if I compare Y to A, they're almost the same. Similar in touch. After a day or two, I'll peel these open and show you the insides as well. But this is what the apparent reading. So for the single bananas, the brown bag method definitely seems to work. Now let's compare A and D. Whether putting two bananas together made any difference. I'll give you a closer look. As you can see, there are more dark spots on D as compared to A. Looks like when the bananas are clumped together, they ripen each other faster. Now let's see banana E that was in a brown bag with an apple in comparison to banana Y that was outside but with an apple. Both of them were with an apple. One was in the brown bag, one was outside. The brown bag banana definitely seems to have ripened more than Y. So far so good. Brown bag method works. Let's look at X. X had two bananas in the brown bag along with a ripe apple. These haven't seemed to ripe as much. Now E versus X, both were with an apple and in the brown bag. Where there were two bananas, that banana has ripened more. So the idea that they ripen each other better seems to be true. Let's look at banana B. Two bananas just by themselves, but in a brown bag. Both the bananas are ripe, and are they any better than X? Yes. Though X was with an apple, but bananas B are more ripe. So one thing that I clearly see that keeping them with the apples doesn't change much. They ripen better when they are with each other, and they ripen better in the brown bag. Now B versus D. B were two bananas in the brown bag versus D, and the brown bag bananas are doing better. They seem to have ripened equally, but if I touch them, then D is still firmer than B, meaning that B has softened more in the brown bag. I'll keep the bananas back the way they were. In a few days, I'll open the peel and see the condition of the bananas inside. And then we'll reach a conclusion which method worked best to ripen the bananas faster. Hey guys, it's day 5 and all the bananas are now ripe. Now let's compare the bananas that were on the kitchen shelf with their counterparts in the brown bag. And let's see whether the brown bag made much of a difference. Single banana A and C in the brown bag. C definitely seems to be more ripe than A. So the brown bag does make a difference in the ripening, ripens them faster. 2 bananas outside on the kitchen shelf, they are again more ripe than A. Meaning when they are together in a bunch, they ripen each other faster. So if you want to ripe them fast, let them stay in a bunch. If you want to save them to last a little longer, store them separately in singles. 2 bananas outside versus 2 bananas in the brown bag. They look just almost the same. I don't see any difference. Single banana Y with an apple. If I compare to the single banana A, then apple hasn't contributed anything in the ripening. In fact, A that was just by itself has ripened better than the one with the apple. Y compared to the banana E that was in the brown bag. Yes, E that was in the brown bag has ripened more. And probably it is not because of the apple, it is because of having stayed in the brown bag. The condition of banana seed exactly tells me this thing. Single banana E in the brown bag compared to 2 bananas in the brown bag. They have ripened just the same, no difference. So the conclusion of this experiment is that if you want to ripen a banana fast, store it in singles in a brown bag. Probably the ethylene gas remains confined in the brown bag and tends to ripen it fast. Storing 2 bananas together in a brown bag doesn't change much. So the myth about storing bananas with ripe apples doesn't really seem to hold good in ripening them faster. I'll remove the peel of a few bananas to see whether our observation seems to be correct. This is banana A. Take a look from the inside. Just ripe, in perfect condition. Banana C that was in the brown bag. It is soft, means it has ripened faster than the other one. If you look at this end, it's more ripe than the rest of the banana. So the brown bag was indeed ripening it faster. And these are the two compared. The insides, see, it definitely looks more ripe than A. And now 1 banana from the bunch D. D was also stored outside. Two bananas together and 1 banana. So when the 2 bananas were together, they ripened faster. You can see the inside, irrespective of having been on the kitchen shelf and not in the brown bag. So the bananas ripened each other faster. If you want to ripe them faster, let them stay in the bunch or store them in a brown bag as singles. If you want them to last longer, store them singles, just outside on the kitchen shelf.
Thanks for staying with me through the experiment. I repeated this experiment twice before compiling this video. Each time I got the same results. If you liked my experiment and this video, do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Poonam's Kitchen on YouTube. I'll be sharing more videos in this series. It's all about bananas. See you again with a new recipe, a new trick, a new tip or a new experiment very soon. Till then, bye.